Hello everyone, it's Wednesday, so that means we're streaming. I'm Odie Black Mage, and we are continuing our adventure in the afterlife with Spiritfarer. How's everyone doing? Hope you had a great weekend. It's the middle of the week, so almost there to the weekend if you're the regular 9 to 5. If I recall, our objective was to get to the zip line, because I believe we have enough now. We got 3 new friends, new passengers. Gotta remember the controls. Alright. He wants to go to bottom line. We still need chicken. Apparently we just need to talk to him about something. Also, for everyone with whom it matters, Happy Mario Day, March 10th. Already March in my opinion. Oops, forgot. We learned the trick last time. And you know, so far I have to say, this week is just blazing by. This month feels like I'm always behind. I'm still recording stuff for Bravely Default 2. And I wish I could say I was done with the game, but I'm nowhere near done. Because while I'm playing it, I'm trying to theorycraft as much as I can in terms of builds and combinations. Because that's the first thing I really want to get out. Because the way they arrange the abilities and the classes and the functions of the classes, they're not what you would assume. And any old tricks in the previous 2 Bravely Default games don't matter in this one. So, it takes a whole new theory crafting, which is fine. It just means it's a lot of time and experimentation. I will say this though, you gain JP so much quicker in this game. And I'm aware that they added to each level, because you can max it out at 12 at first, which I think in the last games it was 12, and then Sage gave you, I think, an extra 13th level or something like that. Either way, not Sage, but like the final endgame one. I can't remember what it was called. But in this one, you actually can go up to job level 15. There's a endgame class that you can do to unlock extra levels for each of your existing classes. But even then, getting from job level 1 to job level 12 is so quick. Every one of my characters, pretty much as soon as they get a new class, will master that class before they get another class. And I'm not even saying going out of my way to grind. You literally can, it's like, it just comes so easily with the addition of the multiplier battle items, so you can start a multiplier battle immediately. Every time I do a dungeon and I see what the prevalent monster type is, you just pop that on. And maybe 2 or 3 times you have to do it in a single dungeon, and you're maxed out on pretty much everything, on everybody. It's crazy. It's crazy how fast you get JP in this game. In Bravely Default 2, I mean. I wonder where we gotta go to get this stuff. Okay, cool, we can start rolling. Alright. Real fast. So it's not here. I know we need a zip line to get around there. probably need to zipline there. I know we need to zipline there. Where was the island where we left those 3 sheep? We left like 3 sheep on one island. And I can't remember which island it was. Crap, where was it? I know it was the island where we picked up, maybe Alice? What island was that? Alright, let's go to Toriyama real fast. No, hold on, hold on. One of these islands has a shrine on it. It has a shrine. There it is. Okay, we need to go to Nordweiler. Alright. Let's go to Nordweiler first. Let's go to Nordweiler. Let's pick up our zip line. Alright, let's talk to O'Toole first. Morning. Oh, do you have something new, huh?
Oh.
Let's see what we got. Don't have pears yet. We got plenty of that. Okay. We got a lot of treasure. Nice. Look at us cashing in. I think we can get a boat upgrade now. Pleasure doing business. Yeah, we can. We can get the next ship upgrade. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Hey, what's up, Stanley? So he wants a tchotchke. Just literally any tchotchke? I think I just sold all my tchotchke stuff. Yeah, I think I sold all my tchotchke stuff. I'm sorry. Next piece of crap I fish up, like a boot, it's all yours, kid. Hey, Sam. Alright, he needs food. I don't want to feed a plant kid stuff like mushrooms. That seems sick, so I'm not going to feed him fruits or vegetables. That seems weird. I wonder what he would like. He seems like a kid. So I wonder if he would like popcorn. Or comfort food. I don't know. He doesn't really need to be comforted, though. He probably likes sweets, so probably a dessert, maybe. Yeah, I'm not feeding him salad. That's just weird. It's weird that, Yeah, I didn't think he liked fruit. I'm sorry. Alright, so he's not gonna like fruit. Do we have ice cream or anything like that? I don't have milk. Maybe he likes rice pudding. Ooh, sweet. He loves desserts. That's what I figured. He's kind of like a kid, so he probably likes sweets. Okay. Alright, next boot we fish up, it's all yours. Alright, Atul, I know you're hungry. Zazzy. Hey Sam, hey Connie, hey Shadows. Shadows, haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing, man? I hope you staying quiet means you're staying busy. So he wants a picture of his kids? I mean, that seems fair. You're hungry, I know. Hold on. So he's gonna build literally a museum on my boat. Come on, man. I don't think an artful space that also holds artful things is a paradox. I think it's more recursive, isn't it? You're alive, you guess? Okay, from that tone I can tell you're... I guess... Don't slack off too much is all I'm saying. I know you may not hang out with us on Destiny that often, but at least check in every now and then. On something, I don't know. Whoa. I'm about to say it's like faded black, and I was like, oh, okay, it's just the visual gag. Blah, blah, blah. What if I say yes if I make him happy? I can say no. Alright, real fast. I thought he wanted like a picture of his kids or something like that. We don't have... Oh. Wait, we have marble? When did we get marble? We must have picked it up randomly. You know what that means? We need to start growing some more marble if we have one. And we know just the lady to go to. Okay. Quick pit stop. I'm gonna go see our good friend down here and get some more marble. Okay. I forgot to give you food. He probably likes fine dining, let's be for real. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he likes exotic foods. The picture frame upgrade is what he wants? Okay, then that is it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you a hug anyway. Okay. Pick up our aluminum from Olga, give her some marble to work with. We're gonna go get our zip line. Where does anybody remember? Because I can't remember. I guess I could always look at previous VODs. But does anyone remember where I left those 3 sheep? I left 3 sheep on an island, and I don't remember where they are. And I think it's the island where we first got the person who wanted the sheep, which I think was Alice. What island did we encounter Alice on? This kid's got the touch. She's got the power. I miss summer singing to my plants. But yeah, Happy Mario Day to everyone. I was just talking earlier about how it's crazy that Super Mario Brothers, it's not the first, you know, obstacle course platformer. It's not the best obstacle course platformer. However, it is still the top tier obstacle platformer that has not only written the book on how to do it, that everybody has, you know, copied from, learned from. And while there have been many people to refine the obstacle course platformer, no one has replaced Super Mario Brothers. It still remains the go-to. I mean, Mario itself is just such a name, because if you just say Mario, everybody knows who you're talking about. Everyone else who's named Mario has to clarify with the last name, but you just say Mario, everybody knows who you're talking about. I don't know where we got our marble from, but hey, we're about to get some more. I think we should add more slate. Thanks, Olga. Yeah, how you doing? Let's check up on all the passengers. How you doing? You hungry? No, you're good. We still haven't figured out her best food, but she likes plain food. Oh, actually, she harvests ore. I wonder if she gives us stuff. Oh, she wants me to eat now. Alright, besides plain food, what other type of... She doesn't like salads, she doesn't like fine dining, she doesn't like exotic dining, she doesn't like dessert, she doesn't like sweet things, which is why Giovanni's gonna have a hard time. I think she mentioned she wants soup, but she didn't want the fine dining soup that I have. I mean, I assume there's different types of soups, but I don't have anything else right now that I can make a soup with. Alright. We lost daylight. How did we lose daylight so fast? Yeah, you say Mario, or like there's only one person on the planet that all you have to say is, "It's a me, Mario," and everybody knows who you're talking about. You don't even have to play video games or like video games, and you know Mario. You just see that cap with an M on it, and you know it's Mario. Everybody knows Mario. Mario has clout. He has one of those, do you even know who I am kind of things without being that kind of guy. It looks like it's light enough for us to start, but I guess not. But yeah, to this day, it doesn't matter what you do. If you make a side-scrolling obstacle course platformer, the first game everyone will compare you to is how does it compare to Super Mario Brothers. Doesn't even matter. Like, that is what makes an A+ tier game. To not only just get it right in such a degree, but to be so elegant in your simplicity that you can write a textbook that is still relevant to this day, that nobody has replaced. Even though there have been versions and iterations that are definitely better than the founding game, that, like, it's still the king of that mountain. Where I don't consider Super Mario Bros. One of my favorite platformers by far. However, everybody recognizes that textbook legacy. And it wasn't even the first. Not even in its own franchise. Not for the genre. It cemented it. It broke ground and paved a way forward that everybody's still using those roads. And when you walk that road, you know Mario, the big M is on there. That's why Mario is always just going to be so relevant. Because until people just lose the interest in just wanting to run and jump, which, as far as I can tell, every kid likes to run and jump, then yeah, Mario's going to be relevant. It's like you got run and jump. That's what you do. Just get those two things right. And to this day, it's boggling to me how so many people overthink it, and there's so many platformers that just get running or jumping wrong, or just feels bad, or it's just not responsive, or just momentum feels wrong, or it's just cluttered or overcomplicated just for the simple concept of running and jumping. It's like, come on, guys. They just got it right. Mario paved the way for us to play amazing games like Knack. You're not wrong. I still think there will be a Knack 3. We have to keep the memes going. We have to. Mark Cerny knows this. Alright, while we're here, let's go buy ourselves a bigger boat. And it's crazy because when it went to the 3D era, everybody's trying to figure out how do you convert a 2D game that just has a cemented legacy into 3D. And of course, you know, there's so many wish that or the other ways. But again, Super Mario 64 revolutionized how 3D platforming works. Wasn't the first, and it's not currently the best. Everybody's refined and improved on it. However, it once again paved the way to being so relevant. It's not as big a splash as, like, say, Super Mario Brothers, but Super Mario 64 to this day still shows it has clout. Say what you will, that it's not good, it's not consumer friendly to just sell a port, a kind of just very simplified, almost no effort port for a very high price. And you would be right, that is not very consumer friendly, especially since it expires at the end of this month. You can't buy it in 3 weeks, which is crazy to me. Is that consumer friendly? No. But did it become one of the top 5 best-selling games of the year on Amazon's list? Yes. Like, that is clout. When other games have to completely redo themselves, add like beautiful modern graphics, like modernize their gameplay, smooth out things, add extra content, extra features, all this sort of stuff, and add multiple games in a collection just to make the price of just reporting the same game. Is it cool? Yes. Is it fair? Almost no. Because at the same time, all those games that spent so much time and effort, all their sales combined still won't combine to the sales of Super Mario 64. It's crazy. And yeah, you're right, Shadows. Mario was the first to do 3D platforming right. Because once Mario 64 came out, everyone's like, oh shit, that's how you do it? Everybody was copying them. You can log in. Oh my god. I like talking to this guy. Alright. Ooh. Okay. What, this is the, oh, okay. I'm about to say, it's like, wow, are we at the maximum upgrade? Nah. Nah, nah, nah. Once we find some more marble, which we're going to get, and some fire glue, which we definitely don't have. So we're going to go to the rock area. It looks like the mist area is going to be the last area. Wow, 60% faster, 80% faster. That's nuts. Jeez, we need to save these diamonds. Good lord, I knew we had to save them. We can get XP potions? For what? What are we leveling up? Anyway. Also figured out how to make a board game into a fun video game. Yes and no. To me, the first genre that really solidified making a board game, if you will, into a solid video game would be the earliest RPGs. Because every RPG, whether they know it or not, which is always weird to me, because people are like, how do you define RPGs? Blah, blah, blah. The origins of RPG. Every RPG is originated from chess. It's always been that way. Like, what do you mean? Because every RPG started from being a decision-based, role-based wargaming simulator. Primarily dominated by battles, commanding units that have very specific movement and combat rules, all about eliminating the other side of the board in a turn-based fashion. It's always been a video game version of chess. RPGs always have been. Yeah, they add more fluff like story and depending on where you are from the side of the world, extra flair. Oh, she already has our marble ready? Man, this girl works fast. But yeah, like, every RPG has its origins in chess. People want to say D&D, but remember D&D also has its origins in chess, because D&D's origins was wargaming. And then wargaming was just a version of chess. Have a good one, Umbra. Thanks for hanging out. So, yeah, like, all RPGs owe themselves to chess. Now, has it become more complicated since then? Of course. But that's still the granddaddy. And chess is another one. Like, chess is chess. There have been many versions and iterations and things of it, but you don't really replace chess. It's still chess. And chess is still relevant today. Hell, it has a competitive league. You get what you're saying, but talking more about a video game where you roll dice and move around a board. Sure, yeah, exactly. Besides being the overt, like, Monopoly simulators, things like that. Nope, keep forgetting. One of these days, I will remember to focus on what I'm doing. Starting to get a little sapling here. There you go, pear tree. Having a delicious marble. Hey Theo, how's it going? Good to see you. It's funny that to me, chess video games, and say what you will about auto chess, or battle chess, but really chess itself, just in its driest form, never really makes the most engaging or interesting or popular games, but the core tenets of chess are exactly what RPGs are based off of, and will continue to be, as long as RPGs are relevant, which they've always been relevant. All these people try to overcomplicate and overanalyze it, you know, by doing nonsense crap like, well, it needs to be, like, you know, feature anime characters. You need to have stats and level up, which, by the way, chess, you do level up. If you never played chess and you don't know about how to level up your pawns, oh, baby. Come on, that's 101. Then you got tactical maneuvers like castling, optional rules like en passant. I never know if I'm saying that right, I'm probably not. Yeah, chess is the core foundation of every RPG. Make no mistake. How have I been doing? I've been doing okay. Playing this game makes me feel great every time, gotta say. It's a surprisingly feel-good game about feeling loss and separation. While we're here, we might as well go to bottom line. Since Giovanni wants to hang out here anyway. The one time I want to fish up an old boot. En passant? Is that how you say it? Okay. Either way, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, tactical maneuvers like that, like chess is one of those easy to learn, difficult to master things. And that's how it kind of is for RPGs in most cases. Anybody that tries to front load with a lot of complexity, those aren't very fun. Yeah, this is an adventure game that's also a management game, but it deals with such strong writing. I don't know if I want to do a bottle minigame. I think we have plenty. I haven't seen anybody even require lightning in a bottle. I think we're good. Yeah, we have 52 lightnings in a bottle, and I haven't seen anybody ask for that, so yeah, I'm just gonna skip over. I appreciate the free reign, though. Yeah, what's up? Okay, what the hell do you like? Oh, of course, I know what you like. You like fine dining. I don't even have to question that. Yep, I knew it. It's a spicy meatball. Grazie. I'll give you a hug anyway. He's a little too quick to hug women. Man, this man is smirking in a way that makes me uncomfortable. He's the kind of guy who likes hugging ladies, but then like the hug seems to last like a little longer than he feels comfortable. But yeah. Alright, here we go. Let's go find a present that's a terrible idea for your ex-wife. But yeah, happy Mario Day, once again. Yo, Giovanni. Alright, you better be on that island when I get there. Alright. You make me buy your gift. Alright, it's only 1,000, but still, it's the principle. In my head, he's speaking with like a kind of weak Antonio Banderas accent. You're not gonna pay me back? You're just gonna take it from me? Wow. What a cool guy. She's gonna hate you for it. She'll throw it off the ship for sure. She may or may not throw you off the ship. And I guess I'm obligated to see you to the end, but not that end. I wonder if anybody has fixed the door. No?
Ooh.
Let's check up on the boss anyway. I'm curious what's inside this factory. Working on another PC build. That's pretty cool. But man, it's hard to find GPUs these days with that drought going on, with everybody asking for chips. And all those people, all those not data miners, but Bitcoin farmers buying up all the GPUs. Did you poop in this room again? I forgot that he urinated in this room. Okay. Mission accomplished. Did you get the zipline yet? No, I said I was going to get it first thing, but I wanted to go get marble, and then we're right there, so I wanted to help Giovanni, and you know how one thing leads to another. At least he's the type of guy who's like, I protect my family. And you know how to pick your friends. But then again, this man is full of sweet talking, so it's hard to take him too seriously. I think the sheep only ever give you 2. That's why we need to get the other sheep. I know there's an island, I can't remember where it is, where we left 3 sheep. Wow, look at all this extra space we got. Oh, we just need 2 more cotton thread. I need to plant cotton then. Do I not have cotton fiber? I do. I just need a couple more. Okay, cool. It's funny that when you think about it, Mario, despite not being an animal mascot, kind of kick-started the animal mascot platformer fad that was super popular for a good bit of a couple console generations, especially the 90s console releases. If you didn't have a mascot platformer like Knack, I guess it's still relevant, then you're just like, what the hell are you doing? Every platformer needs to have a mascot platformer. That's basically a Mario clone, but not as good as Mario. And you can have your naysayers who are like, oh, well, I like this type of platforming more, and that's fine. It's fine to have variety. Mario isn't the be-all, end-all. However, you'd best respect the king, for sure. I don't know why I'm watering this in the middle of a rain. Alright, let's arrange, since it's nighttime, let's arrange some of the buildings real fast. Was it Mount Toriyama? It might as well be. We could always check. fit the sheep here? Yeah, I can fit the sheep here. I wonder... I'm gonna leave this over here. Wow, we can go super tall. Look how tall we can get. We kind of don't need to go this tall anymore, though. Like, we're at a good spot for jellyfish. Of course, you're just one too much. Just too much by one. I think you should be perfect. Nope, off by one. Golly. I think I'll put the sheep here then. I'll just stack a tower of sheep. Mario wishes he was as cool as Gax, yeah. Can you fit right here? Yes, you can. How snug. There. Actually looks kind of cozy. Oh, we need nebula fabric to upgrade it? Oh, that's right. We can do that right now. I have to admit though, when it comes to the Mario games, I actually prefer the 3D ones over the 2D ones. I do like a few of the 2D ones for sure. And of course it's what I grew up on like everyone else, but over time it's just like I just like the 3D ones more. So when a new Super Mario Bros, and by that I mean the one where new is in the title, but basically the 2D line, I don't get that excited. But when a new 3D one comes out, then I like it. Although I didn't like 3D World. I liked 3D Land, I didn't love 3D World. Now 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is cool because of the Bowser's Fury add-on, but otherwise... you know. Loved Odyssey, of course. Do any of these have upgrades that I should be doing? I wonder. Does Astrid need something? Oh, we can build her a plant. There you go. TV set for when you want to watch your stories. Funny. Alright, we don't have those materials. You need a tchotchke. We don't have those materials. You're good. And you're good. Alright. Oh, we have enough for Gustav's Galleries, right? Alright, Gustav. There you go. It's gonna wheel pretty. I'll just put it here. There you go. That way Giovanni doesn't have to walk too far to be cultured. Alright. We should also build more sheep things. Sheep corrals. We need copper, we need oak. Alright. Sun's rising though. Okay. I don't think it was Furugawa though. Oh, you said Toriyama or whatever. There we go. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Alright, so bus stop. And since you're already so ready, let's go there, Olga. Appreciate you. Hey, Lord Abyss, how's it going? Starshine? Glad you could make it, Alessandro. Connie, the bowl I fished up would count as a tchotchke, but the problem is that bowl is also, you know, worth money. And he said he just wants any old garbage, so I'm looking to fish up a boot. I feel like we have a lot of greenery now. I hope his upgrades aren't too expensive. Oh, you're hungry. Alright. Let's see. Makes me wonder why they even married Giovanni. But alright, I'm not judging. Are we at Olga yet? Perfect timing. Give me the delicious marble. I like convenience like this, where it's like, okay, you get one piece, you don't have to constantly wait to farm the same spot over and over, do farming runs. Nope, we have a convenient NPC that will give you a buku amount of whatever material you want. It's like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she does it so quickly. Like, the moment I turn around, she's like, yeah, it's already ready. It's like, man, girl, you work fast. Alright, just in case. Only because I don't have as much as slate, just in case. Kind of new. Alright. Yep, we're good. Thank you. Alright. Hurry up, cat. You're gonna be left behind. Okay. Oak, copper. Got it. Oak and copper. Oak and copper. Oak and copper. Give me a boot. Does Mario RPG count as a 2D or 3D Mario? Well, I mean, it's just a spin-off Mario game. It's kind of like Mario Golf or Mario Teaches Typing. You know, it's just, it's not either. Oops, keep forgetting. I need to stop looking at chat while I'm fishing. You find yourself increasingly hard time enjoying games made after 2005? I don't know if I believe you. I mean, Persona 5 was really good. You like that a lot. Come on, man. But I know what you mean. Just increasingly hard, not impossible. Yeah, Gustav is more the collector. He's not a... He doesn't make art. He just judges it. What? Did we just get... Did we just get a herring? The hell is this? Feedorama. Yeah, see, the previous person who was handling my stuff was super helpful, but all of a sudden Feedorama went weird, and now they're sending us crap. Alright, Feedorama... How do we unsubscribe? Oops, wait, hold on. You also haven't played a video game other than older Pokemon games on your phone in almost 2 months. I get ya. I mean, happy birthday Pokemon, right? We just had that. And then happy birthday Zelda. So many birthdays going on right now. In Discord, I think it was Zero that said, the Pokemon fan base is one of such fan base where they literally have everything and yet complain the most. And you could argue that because Pokemon is the best-selling IP in the planet, period. They're the best-selling IP in the planet, and yet they are still unhappy. And yet clearly what they're doing works. Now, is it perfect? No. Is there room for opportunity? Absolutely. Is everyone going to be happy? Hell no. Do they have such a wide diversity of games now that almost anything you want, you can pretty much get? They're getting there. But, man. Pleasing the Pokemon fanbase has got to be one of the most pointlessly stressful jobs out there on the planet. Yep. You were right. Was that you, Connie, who was saying it was on Mount Toriyama? Because, yeah, that's where our missing sheep are. We have to build 2 corrals, though. I don't know if we have enough for that. Okay, we need to come back here after the zip line, for sure. Come on, sheep. You just looked up what I remembered? Well, you know what? Go teamwork, then. What's up? Don't say you want to get her jewelry. Oh. Wait, I have roses? What did... I don't have any roses. Where the heck is Amber whatever? Where is that? Oh wait, all the way over there? Alright, well, that's beyond the fog door. And we do not have access to that yet. So you're gonna wait a little bit, Giovanni. Wait, what is this? Fireflies. That's where you get fire glow seeds. Sweet. Okay, well, let's go hit up some nebula first. Then we're gonna go get ourselves some fire seeds. This is a very high-profile lion. I feel like we're burning daylight so much faster. I hear you. Where are you? There you are. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, we need oak and we need copper. We have the upgrade to where we should be getting double our rewards now. Giovanni, why are you sad all of a sudden? Nice. It's always so funny to me. I remember when they were first talking, Nintendo was first unveiling Mario Odyssey. Not Mario Odyssey, but Mario... Yeah, it was Mario Odyssey. And they were like, this is the first 3D Mario game since Mario Galaxy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You guys made Mario Sunshine. And that was totally a 3D Mario. In fact, I love Mario Sunshine. I still love Mario Sunshine. And it always bums me out to see so many people just kind of dump on Mario Sunshine. Like, why do you not like this? It's so creative, so full of ideas. It has such a vibrant identity. I never understood why people don't like Mario Sunshine. I guess because, to me, it does break the mold in many ways, where you could have just made it a very obstacle course-based game, but you do have a lot of those. In fact, you have the literal homages to actual obstacle courses, and they can get pretty tough, honestly. In fact, that game actually has teeth. Mario Sunshine has teeth. There's some challenges that are just tough. The ones that are the worst are, of course, the ones that have a little bit of RNG in them, like the infamous pachinko machine, or the toss you guys level. Sunshine was before Galaxy? Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? So maybe I'm thinking the opposite. Maybe I'm thinking that it was Galaxy they were unveiling, and they're like, this is the first 3D Mario since Mario 64. Because I know whatever they said, I was upset that they were skipping over Sunshine. Of course Galaxy was out, because that was the Wii and the other was the GameCube. I don't know where my mind is. Because when Sunshine was out, everybody was raving about it, how freaking cool it was. And we were suffering together on the tough parts, but cheering all the fun, creative secrets and all sorts of stuff in that game. And that was a game that I took pleasure in completing, getting 100%. Amberton's past the rocks? Okay, well that's the next upgrade anyways, the Rock Breaker. We don't have the materials for it though, but you know, still there. Mario Sunshine when? What do you mean, for a stream? Hey, there's the old shoe. We got our tchotchke. Are you by the zipline place? Almost. We're going there next. I'm just picking up some stuff first, and then I wanted to... we're gonna go to a bus stop, and then we're gonna pick it up. So, we're getting there, we're getting there. Alright, so now we need oak planks. And then you have Odyssey. What made Odyssey so damn good was not just... It was good for the same reasons 3D Land was good, in my opinion. Where it introduced a lot of new stuff, a lot of homages to old stuff, a lot of its own creative identity that took advantage of it. Like, Mario 3D Land did in fact look beautiful on the 3DS. It took advantage of 3D so well. The new powers like Boomerang Flower were super cool. The levels were very creative. Like, there were just so many effing creative ideas. And even though 3D World did the same thing, Land, I felt, just did it a little bit better. That didn't have the frustrating multiplayer aspect tied into it. Because that was everything that, to me, was rough with World, is that it was designed to be played by multiple people, and when you're playing by yourself, you can see where that gap is. Yeah, you can still enjoy it by yourself, but you can see where that gap is. But there were many levels that are just so good, and the music is very good. So, that's what I'm feeling. But Odyssey took a lot of that and then applied it to that same sort of openness that 64 was so good on. And it took that non-linear approach too, where it wasn't, okay, yeah, the level's going to be set in a certain way because of a certain star, but if you wanted to, if you could manage to get a star, you know, they weren't going to stop you. They didn't say, no, you can't get that star. You know, speedrunners love it. Mario Starshine. Haha, I gotcha. Wouldn't that be cool? But I guess you could say Mario Starshine is maybe kind of Galaxy. I will say this though, I'm one of the people that when Mario Galaxy like 3D collection was out, people were like, oh no, Galaxy 2, I was one of those people that didn't actually like Galaxy 2 more than Galaxy 1, just being real. I don't regret this. I just think 1 was better than 2. So I did not miss it in the collection. I used to troll people by saying, yeah, they got the 3 3D Mario games that matter. 64, Sunshine, and Odyssey. I mean, every other game clearly wasn't good, so obviously these are the only ones that matter. And people just get so mad. I don't have any ill will to Galaxy 2, I just think Galaxy 1 was better. Alright, let's go get ourselves a zipline. Mario Moonshine. I know, right? Alright, let's give the kid his tchotchke. Ghost beetles, huh? Interesting. I didn't realize that. Come on, man. Alright, he likes desserts. But he doesn't like fruits. So we gotta get him a dessert that doesn't have that. I wonder what else he likes. We don't have anything like soda or candy. We already gave him rice pudding. He doesn't want apple pie. I don't think he'd like healthy stuff. Just a feeling. I'll give him popcorn. Maybe he does want comfort food. No, that's not his thing. Okay. Alright, you I know. So he wasn't into fine dining as much. That's Giovanni. Maybe he likes acquired taste. That might be his shtick because he is into the eccentric. There's also exotic too. He might like exotic food. Ah, there we go. He likes exotic food. Not surprised. Okay. Hey Joda, how's it going? It's funny. Oh, I guess we got an achievement. Here we go. Oh, we only needed 2? We could have gotten it, but I thought... Well, I don't know why I thought 3. Whatever. We gained 3 passengers so quick anyway. I'm actually genuinely excited to see what the zipline animation looks like. Hold up to zipline. Cool. Yeah, it goes both ways, baby. Nice. Give me that treasure. Ooh, we learned apple pie. Well, we already knew apple pie. We just don't have flour. Sweet. Yeah, Alessandra, this snow effect's really nice. Alright. We got everything we needed. I don't think we need to buy anything, do we? I feel like I'm gonna buy the metal rope just because it's like there's gotta be some purpose for it later that I just don't see. It might be a ship upgrade. We're just gonna buy it. You work both Saturdays and today's? Ah, those were the 2 days I decided to stream. That sucks. But like I said, I experimented with a bunch of different days and a bunch of different times, as some of you were kind enough to jump in around. And I just kind of feel like these 2 times fit for what I want to do throughout the week. So that'd be intrusive. He has the most fine wood, the most exquisite mahogany. I mean, we're supposed to have a smithy. That's what Astrid is supposed to be. No, it's fine. Yep. This reminds me of a long and boring story that in no way will affect your life choices. Anti-fascist rallies. This escalated quickly. Imagine a world without fences. Imagine a city unobstructed by rules and politics, by false bindings such as ethics and the principles set by others, censorship where man can decide his own fate. There are no gods or kings here in Rapture. Let's see. Hey Keith, how's it going? Glad you could make it. I know you said that it was going to be tough for you. If only there was an Oni red mage. Maybe. Maybe once I get a kid, I'll dress him up as a red mage. Speaking of red mages, dude, the costumes in Bravely Default 2 for everybody, especially the mages, look so good. And it's not just because they use Unreal Engine, although it does help. Just the design of like the way the black mages look and the white mages and the red mages, they look so good. They don't look like stereotypical fantasy, done to death, steeple hats, and long cloaks and dresses. No, these look like fashionable clothes. They look so good. And the characters really work those designs too. Elvis, I think, gets the coolest looking costumes for all the mages. Although I love I love Seth's white mage. He looks really good in a white mage. But Elvis's black mage, which is his default, his starting class, looks just excellent. And I also love his design for the red mage as well. Although I think Adele's red mage also looks really good too. One thing that kind of annoys me is that the Dragoon, the guys have like this sort of luminescent purple, and the girls have this silver, but I want silver on all of them because I think silver looks really good, the black on silver, instead of the boys looking purple. I don't want the purple. It could be a very deep violet, but I just, I don't prefer it. I think the silver looks better on Dragoon than the very dark purple. I like all their little explorer outfits for the salve maker. They look so good. I think the only class that I was like, this doesn't look great from design to design is probably the Spirit Master, even though Spirit Master is very good. Spirit Master is so handy. I wish they had a spirit that boosted crits. But otherwise it's very good. But all of them kind of look alike for the Spirit Master. They all look very similar. It's very nuanced, the difference in the Spirit Master. Most of the classes look very good. I like how the pauldrons for the Sword Masters, that each of them is a different animal. I think that's very cool. Ranger on all of them looks really good too. How do you join the Discord? The link isn't working. Isn't it really? It should be in the description below. It should just be an invite. It's the same link I use on the main channel. I have to say though, throughout most of the game, you could still get by with just the Freelancer's body slam. I am still, even though I've been testing other different attacks and crowning abilities and crowning attacks of other people, such as the multi-attacks, dual wieldings, nobody is more economical, especially for damage per round, than body slam. The only one that comes kind of close, but you need setup for it, is the Thief's Godspeed Strike, because Godspeed Strike is already very, very good. The problem is 95 MP is very expensive. Even with MP 20%, it's still very expensive. The good news is that if you use Steel MP, you get back like 90-something MP. Something like that. So yes, it pays for itself, but it still costs an extra turn to pay for itself. And you have to have the HP cost for Steel MP. So it still costs you HP as well. So it's not as cost efficient, even though it does significantly higher damage, especially if it crits. Godspeed Strike on critting is super good. I'm still testing I guess I don't want to spoil it because this class is kind of a spoiler, but the one where you could exceed the 9999 damage cap. Still messing around with that one to see what works best. But overall, costume design in Bravely Default 2 is so good, chef's kiss. It is better than Bravely Default 1 in that aspect, because Bravely Default 1's costumes weren't. They look like some of them look good, but not a lot of them did. Most of them didn't look that great. I especially didn't like the white mage. They were just frocks. It's like, come on, guys. I know they want it to be very simplified, like 4 Heroes of Light, but come on, man. And Bravely Default, or Bravely Second was okay, but yeah, when it comes to costuming, Bravely Default 2 is better than the previous 2 games. By far. One thing I have to ask, though, is there any use to Dungeon Master? Because the previous 2 games you had dungeon hazards all over the place, so Dungeon Master made sense for some of them. But I haven't really run into dungeon hazards in Bravely Default 2. And I'm like, why is this ability here? It's so weird. Haha. How are you hungry? How is this man constantly hungry? Alright. I need to cook up some shrimp for this dude. Alright. What else would he like besides fine dining, I wonder? What would a fancy schmancy person like him like? Here's some lobster, by the way. Yeah, I know. Well, this guy talks a lot. Shh. Just take this jewelry, don't ask questions. Okay. I'll let you finish your spaghetti. Okay, now that we have the zip line. Oh, that's right, we need to build those sheep dens before they start eating me out of house and home. Wait, did those 2 sheep not follow me on? They didn't follow me on. Gosh darn it. We have to go back to the sheep. They didn't follow me on the boat. But yeah, for real. And when you have the sub-job BP Saber, which reduces it by 1, again, it's a 1-turn attack that deals thousands upon thousands of damage that stacks with other physical boosts. Not any that boost attack, but stacks physical boosts. And also is very quick. It doesn't matter about your core stats. It just matters about your weight. Body Slam is so good. And you get it like so quickly. It's crazy. Well, this is a choice. He does have a ghost beetle. Alright. Do some ghost busting. This is how we get the bottleneck plasm. Got it. Crap, normally I compliment myself on having tall ladders. This time it's actually working against me. It's nice that this kid has a beetle that's also a black light. thing I also like about this game is that at least collision detection works. If this game had bum collision detections, I would be so pissed. Oh, so it's a timed event. Oof. You do have to work fast. Oops, sorry. One day I want to play for the NFL. How do you get BP Saver? You get BP Saver from the Pictomancer. It's like a mid-level ability. And yeah, once you have it, oh dude, slot that in, put Freelancer in as your secondary job, even though Freelancer is very good as a primary job with the stat boost, because it's so easy to max out classes in this game. It's still so good. Like I said, Body Slam, like I don't know why anybody would just be like, oh, I'm doing 400 to 600 damage a round, I'm doing so much damage. I'm like, dude, I'm doing 4,000 to 7,000 a round per turn per character. Like, it's... And that's not even doing Godspeed Strike, that's just body slamming. I'm just body slamming everybody. And at first I was like, surely this doesn't work on most bosses. And it's true, some bosses it's not ideal to body slam them. A, because they counter, and B, because if you do too much damage to them, it increases their phases. But at the same time, you can melt bosses with body slam. I'm almost like, there's no point in me writing a guide. I could just write body slam optimization and bravely default. Just body slamming. It's crazy. Busted makes me feel good. I love it. It's true. Body slamming makes me feel good too, man. I also like having as a, if you're gonna be doing body slams all day, having the vanguards. I think it's like offensive, defensive one. It's the one where if you attack and you have a weapon in your hand, then until your next turn comes, you have a 30% damage reduction. That works with body slam. It's not just regular attacks, it works with body slam. So you can body slam and then get a 30% damage reduction until your next turn. So it's literally helping you stay alive. There have been so many times where I've been able to just mitigate damage to just negligible levels while I'm just body slamming everything to death. And it's great because even if you're a spirit master and you don't want to burn all this holy magic, or you're just a white mage, you have no offensive abilities, you can still body slam. And you'll be body slamming just as hard as, like, say, sword masters. It's crazy. Body slam is too good. That's right, we need oak planks. Let's cut some wood while we wait for the morning. May need to get some more trees planted next time we visit Olga. But yeah, go ahead and master the Freelancer when you're in when you're the prologue, and then just enjoy the benefits. With JP up 70%, like I said, I've been mastering jobs the moment I get them after just a couple rounds of grinding monsters. I ignore all monsters. I don't waste my time with it. I make the most of it, even though I know, and this is kind of a spoiler, but there's a late game job, just like the previous games, that rewards you based on achievements you've done in the game so far, such as battles you've won and monsters you've slain, and game time that you have. I tell you what I always make time for, though, B&D. I love that card game. There's actually, I don't feel enough of it. There's a, I don't know, like a handful of people in every town. I feel the replayability of it's kind of low, even though, yes, you can play more for additional points, which helps, but other than farming points to make it harder people easier when you get them, because you don't have to battle them as often, I don't know. I need to focus. Oh, that was terrible. wasted wood here. Pictomancer, some sort of painter job. Yup. Has some interesting lore tied to it too. I won't spoil it because that quest is very cool. One thing that's also cool is that before you even encounter the Pictomancer, you see her drawing around town. I remember when I was walking around town, I'm like, she's not a normal NPC. Because, you know, you can just tell who the Asterisk users are. They're wearing their costume. And you're like, this crazy little painter girl, she's an Asterisk user. What the hell is this kid on about? I don't have an old shoe, by the way. I gave my only old shoe to you, so you better be grateful. Alright, let's shear these sheep real fast. Have a good night, Jonah. How many chapters are in Bravely Default 2? 6. There are 6 chapters. But these chapters are pretty long. In more ways than one. Is what I'll say about that. You can buy old shoes from the sea merchant? Sure, I could. That I know. And you can rebuy any of your old junk, but why would I go out of my way to buy an old shoe when I have a pretty good chance of just finding it while fishing? Come on. I love how you can see the beacon from back here. That's so cool. Okay. Well, now that we have our zip line, let's go over here with those bugs. I know, I see us passing by him. Oh, he has an odd seed. Okay, we'll go by and buy that odd seed. I guess we'll spend however much it takes to buy that shoe, since it's on the way. I don't want to be too overly positive about Bravely Default 2 though, because I do have a lot of criticisms on it. But I'm not gonna dump on it here. I'm gonna write a review for it. $16 Glim? Oh, kid, you better be happy I'm doing this for you. Is 12 Nebula Fabric worth 1 Hematite? Because we haven't found a use for Hematite yet. I imagine it's for an upgrade. Even struggling with Bravely Default 2 because it feels so grindy? I feel the opposite. I feel the grind is the least it's ever been for the series. I'm grinding so much less in this game to max everything out. And like I said, and don't fight everything. If you fight everything, yeah, you're gonna get like 20 JP in the early areas and like 70 in the mid areas and more in the later areas. But if you do the chaining, even just getting a chain of 1.4 or 1.6, you're going to be getting like 300 a battle, 400 a battle, 500 a battle. And with JP up adding a 70% boost, you're just maxing out levels constantly. Unfortunately, there's no way to multiply your XP bonuses. You're just gonna have to fight battles in the highest level possible. So you will have to beat up the biggest dudes you can beat up for XP. But for JP grinding is the easiest it's been. I'm mastering classes so early that I don't have to go back and grind them like I know I had to do in the previous games. Previous games, there were like a couple of good spots that you just had to go and spam like area of attack like Valkyrie or Black Mage or something like that to just get field wipes and just hoping that it would chain. With the chaining items they give you so often, chaining battles just gives you such rewards, it's nuts. One thing I will comment on Bravely Default 2 that I don't like, that the previous games I remember not being a problem, is previous games you had dungeon maps. Like while you're exploring there's a dungeon map, either on the bottom or top screen, one of the two. But in Bravely Default 2, you don't have a dungeon map, so when you're running those dungeons, yeah, they're not the most complex dungeons, but I would still like a dungeon map to see where I'm going, because people like me get lost very easily, so I kind of want to see that. In Xenoblade 2, what's your favorite rare blade? I gotta give a shout out to Cosmos. Watch us get like an old shoe. I guess you could also say Shulk. Since they kind of made him sort of like that. I love the European accents, by the way, that are both the Xenoblade series and Bravely Default 2. I think it's great. Alright, sheep. Actually, while we're here, we have the zip line. Let's explore. We can now explore the deeper parts of the mines. Have a good one, Alessandro. Enjoy work. Talk to you later. This is where the feeling of adventure is. Like, oh boy, I got the new ability. Let's try out the new stuff. Oh, I love every time Elvis says anything. I love it. Not only is his dialogue well written, but yeah, I love his Scottish accent too. It's so good. Adele's too. Her accent's so good. Alright, now, was the rare stuff over here? Because there's apparently 4 chests in this area. I have to say, though, dialogue in Bravely Default 2, I know I said I wasn't going to get too critical of it here, I was saving for the review, but since we're on it, dialogue isn't so consistent. So there's sometimes where it's like, wow, this is actually pretty good, and other parts where I'm like, we're just spinning our wheels here. Either get on with it, or, man, like, this just isn't interesting. Am I missing something? How do I get to the rare stuff? I thought I needed a zip line in there, but I guess I don't. Is there something I'm missing? There's gotta be something I'm missing. I thought I needed a zip line here, but I guess I don't. Alright, whatever. Come on, sheep. Follow me. And this time, actually follow me, please. Thank you. Starshine. You know, I was praying that I caught... Actually, I was. Starshine, you completely caught it. That I was... While I was fishing, I was like, yeah, I could have fished one any time. Please, God, let me fish one this time. Please let me save 16 glim. Hey, man, we gotta save up 80,000 glim at some point. Okay. I know we have our zip line. But seriously, though, let's try to... see what we need. We still haven't been to that part of the world. Can't go there. Smelting old shit, we'll do that. Oxbury. Build a smithy. We need to upgrade our blueprints, is what we need to do on that. And we are nowhere near that. Huh, okay. So that's not gonna happen. Man, we can't do any of this stuff. What that means is we need to explore and find new islands with new stuff. Oh, I said I was gonna go here. I didn't do that yet. Speaking of new stuff. Actually, we have the new seeds. So, next thing, let's find an island we can actually get to. And let's see if we can't make it over there. Growing us some cotton. Nothing to be alarmed, that's just ice. Probably. Oh, come on, man. Alright. People tend to forget the how clunky and slow the processes are of older JRPGs. So you say Starshine. And you're right, people do, because we have been spoiled by many quality of life standards. And while I don't have a problem with a little bit of grinding, like when it's along the way, like Bravely Default 2 has been, I feel the pace is very good. The core concept of having to grind in general is not immediately appealing to me. Unless you do time savers like what Bravely Default does, where, look, you can grind this if you want. Oh, that's right, we haven't been cooking anything. What if we just cook an oyster? Have we done that yet? I know we want to smelt an old shoe. You can experiment with cooking when it's dark? Absolutely. When it's dark, that's when I like to harvest my materials, put something in the oven real fast, smelt stuff. When the boat's moving, I like to be fishing as much as possible. Alright, let's see what this experiment is. For science. Household glue. Interesting. Steam shellfish. Did I not already have that? Oh wait, you can add this to something? What the hell can you cook with household glue? That seems a little suspect. I don't know if I want to actually try this with anything, because I get the feeling if I do, it's gonna end up being like a weird, like, rejected meal. What if I add to sawdust? Because that's also junk. What if I make two junk items that's not food? Because if I combine it with, like, sawdust and something else creates crap. But sawdust and glue, or sawdust and or a log and glue, might actually make something. Alright, so now we have a way to make glue. Was there something else I could smelt? Wait, I can throw a fish in here? Wait, why is there a mackerel under the metal section? Oh, it is just metal, okay. Okay. Let's throw a fish in there. Sure. Watch this be an alternate way of cooking good fish. And here's the thing, as much as we are loving on Mario and loving on Zelda, it's also the 35th anniversary year for Metroid, and that's a series that has not gotten a lot of love, I think is the polite way of saying it. Failed experiment. Okay. You know what? It's for science. There's no such thing as failure with experiments, just feedback. Wesker, this failure is your savior? Cut it out, Chris. Stop laughing at me. I can't wait 4 games from now. I'm gonna punch you in the face while looking really cool. Wesker! What is this? Alright, let's see what happens when you combine glue with sawdust. you make paper. Huh. I wouldn't have guessed that. That reminds me, let's cook some lobster real fast. Yeah, we need some more shrimp too. Keep Giovanni happy. Dude eats so frequently, I swear. Alright, we're going there. Sweet. Alright. What was the... Did we not get a weird seed? Did we not get a fire something seed? Or is that just a crafting material? This is very dark. This is the ghost of his past, huh? Would you mind letting the music in? Let it flow through you. Let the music strike straight to your heart. Is this Jellyfish 2.0? Or is this the fire seed right here? Yeah, these are the fire glow seeds. Shit. Oh, this is a musical variation on the Jellyfish too, the music. Very cool. Dude, the money we're getting on this. Shit, did I miss it already? I did. Oh no, it's the same music as the Jellyfish. Music storm! Bonus time, baby. Double kill, double kill, double kill, double kill. He's unstoppable. While the game might be 35 years old, it's actually been 40 years since Mario the character first appeared in the game. Are you talking about that Donkey Kong game? Nah, that had a totally different guy. His name was Jumpman. He's kind of a cool character. I hope he gets his own game sometime. He might, I mean, if he gets into a good one, he might even be invited to Smash Brothers. Wouldn't that be a cool final character? Wouldn't it? That would piss off so many people, but I think at the same time it would be so poetic if the final Smash character for the Season Pass 3, which I don't know, I think they might just do another Season Pass. It's too hot right now, Smash Brothers, and every time it gets a new character announced, it's the biggest buzz. They should just keep making new characters as DLC. I mean, it's already 80 plus characters, let's be for real, it's plenty. Anybody at this point is just gravy. But the final character for Season Pass 3 is Jumpman. We're just gonna stick a bunch of fish in places, aren't we? This kid's freaky. parents. I thought I was your parent. One house for everyone. In fact, if everyone just has the same exact stuff, wouldn't that be great? In fact, why have different social statuses? Why don't we just make everyone equal? In fact, to make everyone equal, how about we just take the riches from everybody and give it to people that don't have it? And also, if people aren't very good at a job, why don't we just tell them the jobs that they're good at? That way they don't have to feel bad about being in jobs that maybe make them feel less in terms of an overall society. If everyone's equal, then there's no problems with that. We eliminate the need for discrimination. I don't know if I like the philosophy you're talking about, Stanley. What are you talking about? It's great. Just give it a shot. We're all about experimenting here, right? Let's just try some new ideas. Why you gotta be so inflexible? Stanley, I'm not sure I like this new side of you. I can make a paper. So much so I already did it. That paper be half-assed. There's a reason Stanley's cap is red. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Stanley's like, I'm just a homegrown, simple mushroom boy. I mean, you know, I came from your garden here, so obviously I'm just as red-blooded as anyone else here. Stanley's a mole. Comrade Stanley. You're exactly right. Wait, we can feed him glue? I don't know if I like the that just seems wrong. Even Comrade Stanley doesn't necessarily need this. Comrade Stanley, you know, a tool is a great example of the working class. I think everybody here, I'm gonna put up some posters with my paper that you made me, and we start seeing weird posters where it's like, work hard and strong for the people. It's like, huh. I mean, it seems inspirational, but I'm kind of questioning the motives behind it, Stanley. I wonder if he would like acquired taste. He's kind of interesting. I don't think he'd like old-fashioned. I wonder if he'd like questionable meal. Okay, never mind. Exotic, maybe? Okay, he's not really into exotic. Cook sawdust and glue together. I already did it. Come on, game. You're not gonna give me credit. You were so nice before. Comrade Stanley's like, this glue is good, but is what mom would call half-assed. It's like, okay. Glue is good binder. Keeps things together. Like family. Family is together like glue. Comrade Stanley, I appreciate you wanting to have family everywhere, but you know, I feel like your motivations are conflating your political agenda. Nonsense. Let people decide what's best for country. What is country without people? Stanley, where did you get this very strange pseudo-European accent? Stanley's always talked like this. And now you're talking in kind of third person? It's kind of weird. Ah, nonsense. Just find more tchotchkes for Stanley, yeah? To be fair though, feeding a weird spirit glue is hardly the most unusual thing we've encountered this entire trip. I think we should have everybody in one house. just one type of house. Everyone with too many individual houses. Too messy, too cluttered. Not enough family. If everyone's under one roof, then everyone works together. Everyone lives together. This is how you build strong bonds. Like glue. We don't need these Dr. Seuss books. They introduce too many strange ideas. We don't want children to be thinking in strange ways. Yes, it's important for children to understand the way we want to think. After all, we are adults and they are just children, yeah? What would they know about good ideas? We know what's best. So no more Dr. Seuss, very unflattering images. And what they don't know won't hurt them, right? After all, you can't say you can learn from history if we just get rid of the bad history, right? I don't think that's how it works, Stanley. I think if you just deny the past, then you're just failing to learn from a past and you're just going to be doomed to repeat the same mistakes just in a new way. I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't think this is the way to do so. Perhaps if we educate the context and the reasons why we had those perspectives from an older version of our country, that yes, they may not be relevant or approved of now, but we can't deny that they happened. I don't think whitewashing history is the way to go. I don't think we should control the message that much, Stanley. This has suddenly become a very political game. I will draw blueprints on it, make a big weapon. What? Big garden is what I said. Arts and crafts, just arts and crafts. I'm just a kid. Look at me, playing with crayons. Nothing to see here. Go on, work your boat. You are the captain. To be fair, was Dr. Seuss's estate? Yeah, I know. I know the Dr. Seuss estate chose it. I just feel that the reasons they publicized were very, shall we say, flaccid. Yeah, how are we supposed to make vodka if we not grow potatoes? Yeah, we don't have any potatoes growing here, man. We got fire seeds, though. I'm kind of curious to see what the fire seeds are. It literally creates fire and the boat's on fire. It's like, you fool! What did you think was going to grow? I don't know. It says fire seed. How was I supposed to know the fire seed was literally fire? Alright. Oh, okay. Well, you're just judging me, Spiritfarer. Okay. Just because you got the invincible, you know, Green Lantern ring of will, you know, just think you're a big badass over here. Alright, let's check out these mines. Actually, real fast, while we're checking this out, are there any new islands we can get to, or islands we weren't able to take advantage of? Alright, so the pier is somewhere we need to go, has something that we don't know of. Actually, there was an island with a spirit on it. Okay, here we go. So the lighthouse has a spirit on it, so there's a friend there. There's 2 chests that we haven't found in those mines, and something else is another mystery. We might need another upgrade, though. Okay, so next time we go to Loneburg, now that we have the zip line, we need to go to the blueprint chest. Alright, let's check this place out. Hey Griffin, how's it going tonight? Thanks for dropping by as always. Tuxedo Mask, hey, welcome to chat, just now saw your name in there. Do you fight in this? You fight your internal spirit. You fight depression. You fight the mistakes you've made in life. The fights you make here are not overt. Do damage. Big damage. Feel good. power fantasy. Nah, the fights you fight here are metaphysical. Let's see. I just don't want there to be a spike pit of death. I swear we're gonna learn wall jumping. Hey, we got marble. Nice, you can move in different directions. Sweet. Didn't stick the landing there. Didn't stick the landing there. While we're down here, let's just explore. This is an adventure game. You're on an adventure. I hope this is where we can find the new stuff. This is a dead end, isn't it? Alright. Alright, game. Alright. And you can change in midway. That's actually kind of cool. Like, I feel like we're always learning and finding something new in this game. Oh no! The hit detection is generous. It's not that generous. Okay, cool. It's just you're making so many blind jumps here. Oh, is this going up? Alright, not so much. They could just be hidden walls, you know? I appreciate all this marble. Alright, that's definitely something. There better not be a dude like in this lighthouse. Just saying. Was that just coal? There's gotta be more than coal and coal and marble. Alright, you know there's something there. This is just like the last one where the lines are kind of alluding if there's a hidden tunnel there, but we can't jump there just yet. Oh. Huh. Okay. guess that really was just a giant mining resource. Not every game is Castlevania with food hidden in walls. You don't know that. But in this case, you're right. And cotton grew super fast. I just feel like we just have to find the next spot where we can use our zipline and get another buddy. Because Giovanni's stuff is asking for stuff we are way too early for. So clearly there's another island. Okay. By the way, thanks for everyone who was joining on the Discord earlier. I really appreciate that. I have a pretty open door policy because I'm lurking on my Discord all the time. And the reason why it's easier to talk to me there than, say, in a YouTube comment or on Twitter. If you try to start a discussion with me on Twitter or in a YouTube comment, I'm probably not going to reply. And it's not necessarily because of any question you asked, although it might be that. Some people ask some, in my opinion, very dumb stuff. Or they repeat themselves, not aware that other people said the same thing. Like, there's a huge influx of people watching Bravely Second, because of course they want to catch up for Bravely Default 2, which is cool, I appreciate that. But so many people are like, hey, you made a mistake with Deneb in terms of when she set up the portal to collect the thing for Tiz. I'm like, I'm aware of that. If you check the pinned comment from 2 years ago, I have said, yes, I misspoke when talking about that with Deneb. Thank you for being one of the hundreds of people to think you were the first person to notice in this 2-year-old video an error that I already publicly pinned. Thank you for not checking. Appreciate that. Now for the next 99 people to repeat. If that sounds irritating, it's because it is. Because it's like, if you just took 2 seconds to scroll down, you would see many of the upvoted comments or my own pinned comment saying, yes, I am aware of this error. No, you are not clever for thinking you are correcting me. This is an old video. It'll be hard to advance the story until you do upgrades to your boat. I don't have the materials for it. It's asking for metals I don't have. So clearly we need to get those metals or wood from an island we haven't been to yet that we can get to. And we haven't really completely explored the north either. We've only visited like 3 islands in the frozen north. Alright. Oh, there's so much stuff there, but we don't have the materials for that. Okay. Let's go see if we can access this lighthouse and see if we can talk to the spirit there. By the way, for any content creators out there, the analytics page got an update for repeat viewers. It's actually very fascinating to look at the data from there. I definitely recommend it. But yeah, going back to earlier, like, to me, Facebook, YouTube comments, Twitter, those are the worst spots if you want to have an actual real conversation. It's not going to happen. Most people usually drop what they want to say and then never look back. So if you reply thinking that you're obligated to, or if that person is anxiously waiting on a reply, they're probably not. They're probably the type of person that would drop a comment and would be shocked if you actually replied back to them. It's usually not worth it. Especially if they ask a question in the meeting that needs to be explained, or they don't ask it in such a way where you want clarification, or they just add a leading question or a loaded question. That's why a lot of those get ignored. But if you talk to me either here while I'm streaming or in Discord, then yeah, I'm here, I'm live. We can actually exchange words, thoughts, ideas. And it won't be in, say, an echo chamber. Like, if you go to some people's Discords, or definitely Reddit, those are also terrible places to try to have a discussion, because those places are so controlled by their admin that they become basically soft censorship, especially the most draconian ones, where you can't say anything that the zeitgeist of that forum disagrees with. Otherwise, you are banned forever. They do not appreciate open discussion or challenging opinions. To me, dude, if you want to challenge an opinion, step into my Discord any day. You can say what you want, but here's the thing, you gotta understand, so can we. So if you come in here trying to spout some crap, oh baby, we're gonna have our way with you. Or if you want to be, if you want to try trolling, you can try trolling, but you have to understand that I also like to troll, and so my answer to somebody trolling is not to ban them. Unless they're like posting porn, I'm not really going to ban you for stuff you say. I will, however, publicly ridicule you, poke holes in your argument, and make you feel bad about yourself. Because, hey, you invited it. What, you thought freedom of speech meant freedom of consequences? Oh boy, you're going to learn today. What analytics got updated? So glad you asked. So, recently on YouTube Analytics, which, by the way, if you are a content creator, you should always be looking at, because it gives you a much more intelligent insight on things. There's always been the audience tab that gives you information on a lot of the metrics on the audience that actually watches your video or subscribes and things like that. Stuff they recently added was a new chart label showing how many of the people that watch your video have come back to watch a second video or more sometime in the last year, aka they are a returning viewer. And the numbers may surprise you or depress you. So you'll see on a lot of people's channels where they're like, please subscribe. If you look at this, and they show like a little chart showing the amount of people that subscribe to their channel and watch it versus unsubscribed and they watch it, and it's usually a 3-to-1 ratio. It is the same in my case too. I posted it. It's like 27% of people who watch my stuff are subbed, and 3 are not. So it's literally basically a 3-to-1 of the people that just kind of watch my stuff and just move on. Or they watch it and just haven't subbed yet for some reason. One thing that's cool too is that if somebody posts a comment next to your name on our visibility, you can see if that person is actually subbed to your channel or not. Which I will admit, I weigh more constructive criticism from a person who actually took the effort to hit the subscribe button than some rando who comes in and just will never come back again. Oh, that's right. This is the one where we couldn't jump up. There's going to be a jump up thing. Because Stella can't jump up there. That's right. This wasn't a zip line. This was a jumping thing. Alright, false alarm. And the amount of returning viewers of people that have watched one video and come back to watch another video is actually 44% for my particular channel, which I kind of understand. I feel it's a pretty good to have a 40-60 mix, because I feel most people, for the type of content that I mainly produce, like the big stuff is recap, of course, they just come in, they get the story that they wanted to hear really quickly, or maybe they want to take a nostalgia hit or something like that, and that's it. That's all they wanted. They bounce. And I'm okay with that. Or they want it to be like, hey, here's a story, and maybe they share it with someone else, or they need a refresher themselves. Perfectly cool. They're not there for the long haul. They're not there to watch everything on the channel. They just wanted that one particular video because no one else on the internet apparently wanted to make a What Happened in Danganronpa 2 or Danganronpa V3 video, as I'm told. And they just wanted a really quick one instead of watching a full Let's Play. I completely understand. At the same time, if my returning viewership is 44% and my sub count is 27%, that's a pretty big, almost 20% swing. Which is funny because YouTube says the average channel has about a 20% swing of people that are actually subbed and watch your content and people that are unsubbed and watch your content regularly. And that's kind of true in my case. So I have to say, YouTube Analytics was actually right in one case. And that's why they're like, oh, that's why you need to do the call to action and blah, blah, blah. Which I don't do, admittedly. I do a very weak one at the end that most people skip past because they skip once they see credits. Or they're listening on their phone or wherever, and they're not actually seeing it because I don't actually say it. And of course, I don't lead my video with it, which you will see with many things. And I probably still won't, but at the same time, man, there's got to be a place we can visit that we haven't visited just yet. That maybe has a person on it. Man, where do we go with our zip line? Alright, let's go here and let's just sail. Let's sail eastward. Pretty sure to tell you that's 20. Okay, so here's another thing that also the analytics page tells you, and this may sound pseudo creepy, but let's be for real. Everything in there is data collection. Is this kid looting his house? Oh, I'm just looking for ghost beetles, comrade. Don't worry about me. I am not looking for propaganda in your passengers. Yes, yes. Everyone here is a good citizen. Yes, yes. And he's quickly hiding a Gestapo armband. Yes, sirree, looking for those ghost beetles. No ghost beetles here. Not that you could see them, of course. Only I can see them with my special ghost beetle. But I will let you know if I see any, dissidents, shall we say. Oh, okay. Have a good one, Comrade Stanley. Oh, we're just taking the scenic route, aren't we? Well, since we're here, we might as well go here. But yeah, on the analytics page, it also tells you what a large amount of channels that people who watch your video also watch. Which, by the way, I feel kind of weird because when I look at the channels the people who watch my channels also watch, like the big ones, I don't understand you guys. It is so random. It is so very here or there. A couple of them I recognize, like Final Fantasy Union and stuff like that. I recognize that. Or The Completionist, I get it. But I'm like, man, I don't watch any of these people. Like, where am I falling in? That I have a bunch of, shall we say, colorful interests. Another one is it shows recent videos that the person clicked off of to click onto your video, which is also kind of interesting. I don't see anything kind of creepy or weird in that case most times, but I can definitely say the large amount of recent Danganronpa views was definitely from Game Grumps, because they were playing Danganronpa 1. I think they just recently finished it. So a lot of people, I guess, wanted to see what happens after Danganronpa 1 and came to my channel that had a Danganronpa 2 and onward video. That seems to be where a lot of recent people joining onto the channel came from, which I appreciate the grump bump, as they called it. Oh wait, fast travel. What's a couple that you find to be really random? I mean, after this, we're done with the stream. If you want, in about half an hour, I can just pull up the page and I can tell you a couple of the interesting ones. It's live data after all, so it's constantly changing. There's no point in looking at that page all the time though, because if you're a creator, it's good to check in on your data, but don't weigh yourself every day, you know? You need to be creating. That's kind of the deal. Have I fed you recently? I have not. I'm sorry. I need to make some plain stuff. Wait, what's the other thing she likes? Oh, we haven't figured that out yet. Hold on, let me make some rice real fast for you, I'm sorry. Let's steam up some rice for her. Alright, let's just sail, I guess. Oh, Keith, it's funny that you bring up the fan theory channels. There was a fan theory channel besides Game Explain. Is Game Explain a theory channel? I don't know. I don't watch them. Ever since they did all, I never watched them. But with a name like Game Explain, it sounds like they do theory videos a lot. Apparently, a lot of you guys go there too. I'm not judging you for what you watch on the internet, but man, I can't relate to that. I'm sorry. If you're like, dude, you watched a recent Game Explain video? I will not. They are not an outlet I prefer. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, let's read some metadata. Oni reading metadata. How about that for a stream name? Game Explain is game news? Okay. I wonder if we have to start giving Gustav... Wait, what the? Oh shit, are you telling me the fire seeds actually start fires? Oh wait, no, there is a fire. Oh no, it's just weird darkness. Okay, well that's not ominous. Okay, well, can't go that way. Griffin, Odie says in a judging tone. Damn it, you guys are learning. See, this is the real reason why I changed my streaming schedules, because everybody was starting to learn my tells and was starting getting too used to my sarcastic tone of voice and my dry humor. Everybody was starting to get used to it, so I'm like, oh god, I'm running out of tricks. I need to change my streaming schedule so that way I can fool people. Where can we go? So we have this unflinching darkness here. I can't afford... Actually, let's review real fast. Let's review. So I can't upgrade, I think. I don't have ashen wood, which I know I need for several projects. I don't have fried chicken. I can't reach Amberbark Town. I guess we can mess around with the loom. I can't reach Oxbury. I can't build a smithy because I don't have the wood or the metal for it. Is he gonna ask me to put sawdust in my mill? Is he gonna break something? In old country, what we used to do with loom is put strange fish in there. What was the name of your old country, Stanley? It's a small country. You wouldn't hear of it. Obscuravania. Did you just make that up? Nonsense. Why would I make that up? We're just gonna throw sawdust and crap, aren't we? I don't have a crusher still. Ugh. Yeah, because I don't have a pulsar ingot, I don't have zinc, I don't have ash. Why is everybody assuming I have a crusher already? There's clearly an island that has this stuff. Either it's a place I can zipline to. Maybe we should go back to the place that has the blueprint, because at least we know we can zipline on that island. We actually feed him the failed experiment, he turns into some horrible atrocity, a sin against mankind. That's the true final boss, is Stanley. He's introducing chaos into the system. He wants to end the Spiritfarer. He doesn't want the spirits to pass on. He wants hell to fill up, because when there's no more room in hell, the dead shall walk the earth. That's his endgame. I'm a little suspect of Stanley now. I guess we can get some more glue out of this. Not too much. What are you missing on upgrades? The rock crusher. Which is the next one, I believe. We can take a look real fast. Because I think it's asking for a metal that we don't have. Yeah, we don't even know where Old Central District or Obscure Canopy are. That's definitely parts of the world we haven't been to. Alright. Actually, we just need fire glow. So actually, once our fire glow is up, we can actually get the rock crusher. So actually, we're closer than we thought. We just need to grow more fire glow. Okay. I like how the cat subtly sings with you. We're just gonna strum this throughout the night to grow ourselves some fire seeds super fast. In memory of summer. Alright, we have our 6 fire glows. We can actually get the rock breaker now. Seems kind of odd that we're growing fire, but, you know, whatever. And you also have to water it to get it going. A little strange, but... Alright, we need to turn back and go back to a tool. Or not a tool, but our shark man. Imagine if one of the experiments succeeded and you end up with fishing it. I know, right? That would actually surprise me. This game consistently surprises me. In a good way. It's funny, now I actually want to find old shoes. I feel bad for throwing all them away. I must have sold like 70 shoes. And I knew it wasn't treasure. It didn't say for sale only, like the rest of the tchotchkes do. So I figured it was for crafting later, but that's what I get for thinking I'm so smart. Some things do catch fire by being exposed to water. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, what is it? Francium and anything in that element where if you expose it to water, it explodes. Let's get ourselves a rock crusher. Thanks. I was too fast there, but you know what? Sure, coffee. Why not? We haven't grown coffee in a while anyway. Actually, we haven't offered coffee to anybody ever since Gwen. Who's your favorite waifu from Pokemon? I don't know if I have any waifus, but I do have some favorite female trainers. To me, they're all on the younger side / jailbait side, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, waifus, and they're like anywhere from 10 to 16 years old. But I would say the female trainers I like the most, probably Hilda from Black and White 2, Serena from X and Y, and Gloria from, or meme Gloria from the Pokemon Sword and Shield. I say meme because I love the Gloria meme where she's just basically this incredibly brash, foul-mouthed Scotswoman, and I love that. That is so hilarious to me. Those are the best memes. And like... that's funny. He hit the barber shop. This guy's got dad jokes for days. Alright. Let's get the rock destroyer. I'm gonna F up those rocks. I had just enough aluminum ingots. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Alright, so we do need to make some more aluminum. So while we're here, let's hit up our OG Olga over here. Hook us up. And hey, we get to explore a new island. It only took us 2 hours to find fire seeds and grow them. And then and figure out that's what we have to do next. But you know what? That's part of the exploration. Nessa is your personal favorite. Nessa is a very popular one, for sure. Wait. Why was he talking to me? I need some fried chicken. Dude, hold on, man. Alright, I got some rice for you. Hold on. One at a time. Take a number. Give you a hug. She looks so shocked, like the pause. Like she's the person who doesn't take compliments well because she's so used to the world just shitting on her. Thanks. Alright, I need to make some more pork chops for you. I keep forgetting. It's funny they're right next to each other because Astrid doesn't like a tool when he's working. Look how smooth her walk animation is. Oh my god, it's like 60 frames. Beautiful. Why do you look so suspicious anywhere you are now? Maybe it's just my own mind. At first I thought you were this carefree kid, but then you started talking about manifestos and world order. And I started thinking, huh, something up with this seed. Alright, you, I know, like exotic stuff. No, you like fine dining, you like exotic. We haven't given you fine dining. Oh, how about that? Alright, what do we have as fine dining? There we go. Oh wait, you didn't like that much? Huh. Alright. Well, here's a hug anyway.
Mom.
One thing I love in Sword and Shield is Sword and Shield has the best character writing in the series. It's not even a contest. So many characters in there, it's like, oh, what about like N and stuff like that. Alright, so N was a good start, and N's okay for that game. But so many trainers and gym leaders, much less the champion in Sword and Shield, have their own arcs and backstories and character motivations, and you have conversations with them. You don't do that with almost all of the other Pokemon games, so they actually are a step to being characters. And they really didn't do that for almost any Pokemon game. They have more personality than the people that they tell are your friend, like Hop, and stuff like that. We barely know anything about Hop, man. Even though he has an arc about trying to like live up to his brother's shadow and failing and then coming to grips so that's okay. Which is still better writing than most of your other quote-unquote friendly. Because you have your friendlies and you have your rivals, and Pokemon's had both. We're rolling in marble right now. Alright, we need oak. Crap, I planted. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, so many other gym leaders and your quote-unquote friends in other Pokemon games are so one note. They're like, I am this role. This is my motivation. This is my personality. I have 7 dialogue boxes in this entire game. And once you beat me in a gym, I will never say something different. That is very anemic. You can't even compare previous Pokemon Gen character writing to Sword and Shield. And Sword and Shield did exactly what I always wanted in Pokemon, which is In Gen 1, definitely Gen 1, but arguably Gen 2, the whole point of the game was to have an adventure. Professor Oak's like, yo, help me out with this Pokedex. And Red's like, okay. And so you have an adventure, and along the way, you encounter Team Rocket and foil them. You encounter the Pokemon League and start doing gyms. You encounter, of course, more Pokemon in their environments and secrets. And there are so many optional areas like the islands and the Power Factory and things like that. Like, you encounter all these optional things. That wasn't the point of it. The whole point of the game wasn't fight the legendary and save the world. That was introduced in Gen 3, which was fine for Gen 3, but it was really annoying how the following, like, at least 2 games, probably the next 3 games, all follow the exact same formula. Oh, fight the legendary, save the world. Fight the legendary, save the world. I'm so tired of it. It was fine once, but when all the Pokemon games started doing that after that point, I was like, stop it. And then every Pokemon was like, oh, I'm just assuming that you're a Pokemon trainer. By the way, take the League Challenge. And all of a sudden, your character became caring about the League Challenge. Even though they never said that. Even though they never claimed they wanted to. That became the goal. And I was like, can we please just have a trainer whose actual stated goal is the Pokemon League Championship? And that's what Sword and Shield brought us. Sword and Shield not only is Pokemon an actual in-world competitive thing, but to even do the league contest, you have to get a sponsorship. It's that serious, and your character actually is motivated and wants to become sponsored to become part of that gym leader challenge. That's the actual motivation. Unlike the other 5 out of 7 previous generations, where that wasn't your character's goal, but it's the game thought it was. Your character didn't have a stated goal. The first generation, second generation, your character had a stated goal. Third generation, they told you, yo, you're a chosen one for some reason. Which was, again, utter shenanigans. I hate that crap. Where it's like, oh, you are the only person who could have... No, you were not the only person that could have opposed this organization. You just beat them in a Pokemon contest, and they had the dignity to lose with honor. You are nothing special. You are literally nothing special. But the game wants you to think you are. So, hey, let's go here. Wait, is this fog or is this rock? That's darkness. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, in Sword and Shield, your character actually has a stated focus, and the whole presentation is fantastic. Having stadiums devoted to it, uniforms, collectible cards, merch, sponsorship deals, like that's what you would expect in a world centered around that activity. The world reflects that motivation, and that to me is much better writing and world building than Pokemon's seen in quite a while. Is it going to win Story of the Year? Hell no, but it's a step up for Pokemon standards. I missed it. What did the Feedorama thing give me? Did he just give me garbage again? Now, it's funny because despite those compliments, there are character writing opportunities in Sword and Shield that they take directly from Sun and Moon that made it so very poor, which is Hop himself. So the concept of many of the friend characters that they started, where, again, I blame Gen 3 for this, where you don't have a rival, you just have a buddy. And the thing is, that buddy does all of the talking for you. All the dialogue and experiences and emotions. Oh, this is rocks. Yeah, we're getting past the rocks now, baby. Like, every time we have some emotion or some developing scene, your friend happens to be there and they are emoting for you. You are a blank character, and yet this side character is doing all the talking and emoting for you because the game is trying to tell you this is what you should be feeling, this is what you should be reacting to. And it just leaves you at that. It just kind of assumes it, so they write a character in for that purpose. It is very on the nose. And ever since they started doing that in Gen 3 onward, and that's why you started seeing less people like, you know, Gary Oak, incidentally. Yeah, Beat is close, but at the same time, like, Gary Oak had his own ambitions. You know, he also had a moralistic thing where while you were there for the sake of adventure, filling out the Pokedex and trying to catch them all, quote unquote, you know, he got tempted by the League Challenge. He wanted to see Pokemon as more than just the original goal, which was just the sense of adventure. He formed his own motivations and intentions, which is why the comeuppance at the end is all the more devastating for him. Because he strayed from the original path, he wanted to charge his own thing, and fundamentally got walloped for it. It's very fascinating. Hold on, why are we sailing past the world? So, that's a writing bad thing that Pokemon does and still continues to do. Where your character is literally a block of wood. And you have a friend character that's like, I'm so hyped we're on this adventure. Oh my god, I can't believe we talked to the champion. He's actually our next door neighbor and my brother. Oh my god, look at that rare legendary. Hey you, we need to band together and fight. It's like, these are things your main character should be doing. These are not things a sidekick should be emoting for. This, it's good character writing for everyone that's not your main character. That's Pokemon. It's like, damn it. That's why there's good and there's room for improvement. But the good is, oh, hey, hello. You look like a buddy. Dude, dropping these beats. Feeling this. Turn up the bass on this. Let's just say it would be great if he could take a permanent vacation. You know what I'm saying? 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 I like this guy. See, he's a legitimate businessman, this guy. He understands the fine art of negotiation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Here's what would be interesting in Pokemon. Like, you get introduced, your friend character is all fun and hyped and stuff like that, and then like the legendary comes out and kills your friend, and all of a sudden it becomes a revenge tale. Where your goal is not to fight the legendary to save the world, it's fight the legendary and it's personal. But that's what you would get from, like, I don't know, Pokemon Gale of Darkness or something like that. It would not be a main game, it would be a side game. Bullying for beginners. Bullying is such a strong term. We prefer to call it aggressive influence. They were asking for someone to ship contraband to other islands. Oh, I have a ship. I also like contraband. I'm what you call a fairy woman. Because here's the thing, you and your friend in Pokemon are just so excited to begin your Pokemon adventure, you go into the tall grass, and you don't have a Pokemon partner to help protect you. And so your friend gets mauled to death, and it's just it. And it's like, oh my god, did you see freaking King Slayer? Like, oh god, totally murdered your friend. I'm actually a writer. I'm actually an Amazon independent published author. I'll have you know. Oh, this person has got balls of steel. This man looks like he has a man of many talents. I feel I should learn from him on the boat. Oh, he's already joining us. Well, this feels like progress. I like this. Alright, go fast. We can clearly jump on top of this. I wonder if he's gonna teach us how to muscle some treasure out of things. You got some delicate shipments that need moving, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Starshine, are you part of the Pokemon fan base? Because you seem like you're not pleased by the mainline Pokemon games. Quite the opposite, actually. I am definitely part of the Pokemon fan base. I've played... Oh, what are you doing up here? Oh, you're right. This is a good place for ore. Been around since OG Gen 1. I played every single game since then. Not all the mainline games, and most but not all of the side ones. Oh, we got a working elevator for once. That's nice. And I actually really enjoy the Pokemon series. I also love making fun of fan bases that are very toxic. And Pokemon has a very toxic fan base. So, I make fun of them, not because I'm displeased per se with the Pokemon fan line, or main line, even though there absolutely is room for improvement, like anything else. Zinc! Oh, we finally have new metal, thank you. Is there also Ashen Wood up here? Or Nebula Iron, or whatever. Is there Nebula ore? Well, at least we got zinc. And we got a new buddy. There was such a strange sense of euphoria for me discovering I can mine zinc. That was very bizarre. I actually kind of surprised myself. I was like, oh my god, zinc! I'm like, why am I so excited? But yeah, it's like anything else. I love The Legend of Zelda. I love all the Resident Evils. I like all the Final Fantasy games. That doesn't mean I have problems with a lot of them. I have problems with every single one of them. But I still like them. I criticize the things that I like because I want them to be better, and I criticize the things I dislike even more because I want them to be better. That is my position. Not having Pokemon until 10 does seem like a recipe for child massacres. Here's the thing though, the whole Pokemon you can't get until age 10, that's an anime thing. That's not true in the actual game. I mean, when you play the games, there are literally kindergartners that you battle against that have Pokemon. Obviously, they are not 10 years old. You can have, like, having a Pokemon license is not a thing in the actual games. Just like another thing that I hate that the anime does a lot of things good for the games. A couple of things the anime did not do well for the games is A, establish that you have to be 10 years old, because that is not true in the games. And 2, I hate the meme that is Pokemon say their name. That is not what happens in the game at all. That is purely an anime thing. They retcon it to where Pikachu and then later Eevee say their name. But in every single game, Pokemon have a cry, and it's the same sort of animal, either grunts, roars, you know, chirps. They make animal noises. Every one of them. And when you talk to them, they're sprites in game. They say like urga gurga or some other crap. They make their own noise. They do not say their name. That is an anime thing. It is a meme at this point, but it pisses me off when people think, oh, that's what the Pokemon do, right? No, they do not say their name. They do not say Charmander, Charmander. That is not what they do. What are you looking at? It feels good ending the stream on A, Pokemon rant, and B, finding a very fine, legitimate businessman joining our crew. Don't look at the bird, look at me. I do the talking. My brother Mickey is a silent type. You got a question, you gotta go through me. Capiche? Right. You did a pretty good job of bullying that idiot. Easy stuff. Chump stuff. Why about still, you got the chops to run this boat. It's a big operation here. You know, we have experience on our side. We might just go ahead and make some managerial adjustments. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let that sink in. See you around. Alright, so we got Mickey and, what was the other guy's name? I like him already. We're full of such colorful characters on this boat. I will say though, in defense of the anime, some of the way the voice actors say the Pokemon names is actually pretty entertaining. And it's funny you bring up Pseudo-Wudo, Keith, because I do like the way that when they first unveiled Pseudo-Wudo in the anime, the way he just says Pseudo-Wudo. I like it. I'm like, I don't know why, it brings a smile on my face. It's stupid, but it brings a smile on my face. Pseudo-Wudo is actually the very first shiny Pokemon I caught. He's not the first shiny Pokemon I encountered. I had the unfortunate luck when I first got Pokemon Silver, I think, what was it, 1999 or 1998, one of two. And on the way to the first town, where you then get Pokeballs, on the route there, I encountered a shiny Hoot Hoot. But it's before you actually have the ability to catch Pokemon. I was so mad. At first I thought my game glitched because that's when they introduced shiny Pokemon, and my sister was cool and gifted me the guidebook at the same time, so I actually knew what shiny Pokemon were, so I was ecstatic and promptly disappointed that I couldn't catch the very first shiny Pokemon I ever saw. However, the fact that an event Pokemon that you only get one of the entire game, Pseudo-Wudo, was shiny for me was just mind-boggling. Like, the odds on that are so extremely low, and I had one. So I guess it's like I had both a major disappointment and a major triumph when it comes to that game. Mickey and Bruce. Nice. Have you heard what the original ending for the anime was going to be? It's like One Piece. It doesn't have an ending. Except now One Piece kind of does have an ending that's like 5 years out or something like that. Who knows? Nobody really knows. I think it's just a bunch of wild speculation. That's a lot of pork chops. Bruce and Mickey. I like these guys. So we got the Rock Crusher, we got new stuff, and man, we have a lot. Oh, there's gold ore here? Okay, we gotta go back in. Apparently we passed the gold ore, because we clearly saw it, but we didn't mine it. Then when I was looking for a Heracross, a shiny Spearow, which is kind of a grayish blue, that became my next shiny. I haven't had too much luck with shinies. I don't farm them. I just kind of let them happen naturally. To me, a cool thing that happened was in X and Y, where I had back-to-back shiny encounters. I had a shiny Weepinbell, which I barely noticed that it was shiny because the shiny version of it's just a slightly dimmer yellow. It's a very stupid shiny. And then immediately after, I had a shiny Sliggoo. I was like, I've never had back-to-back shinies like that. That was just purely like I wasn't farming them. I was just walking through the fields like normal. Never had that happen before. And caught them both. I was super hyped. Your first wild shiny was a Sandslash? Ooh, that's my absolute favorite Pokemon. Add that to the trivia for the non-existent fan wiki. My favorite Pokemon is Sandslash. Kanto Sandslash. OG Sandslash. That must be gold right there, by the way. No, that's not gold. We're there already. Where's the gold? There's clearly gold here. I'll take this zinc. Where's the gold? We clearly passed gold somewhere at some point. Back before the Porygon Flash incident, the plan was for the anime to end with the movie, except the plot was completely different, involving a Spartacus-style operating with Pikachu leading the charge. Interesting. That doesn't sound real. Source, please. I will say though, I loved the filler content. I almost would believe a little bit of it because they did have a filler season, which was the Orange Islands, which I actually really liked that arc. The Orange Islands was great. Especially since a lot of the ideas they had in the Orange Island actually ended up becoming in the game, which was great. Stuff like double battles, team contests, including dance-offs, ironically, feeding Pokemon. Like, a lot of stuff they had in the Orange Islands were great ideas. I love that arc. That arc was cool. And the way he beat Drake was such a good feeling because Ash actually worked for that win and got that win. It felt like such an earned win. Where's the gold? It's gotta be a hidden platform that I'm not seeing. How big is this island that it has like 7 different mining spots that I don't see? Maybe there's somewhere on the bottom. Watch there be like a sewer entrance or something like this. There's clearly more to this island that I am not seeing. Check out that guy in a suede. Actually, I remember that guy from Channel Awesome back in the day. He goes over it multiple times. Well, as long as he cites his sources. Suede is a guy who does have a reputation that's pretty good, so if Suede says it's true, it's probably true. I believe Suede. Not a fan theory? Okay, I mean, you just have to understand, like, all sorts of I heard this rumors happen all the time on the internet. You have to pardon my skepticism. Hey kid, you gotta show us what you're made of. You gotta... how about you go find some pulsar rays? Yeah, good idea, Mickey. Yeah, he wants to see you get in a fight. There should be some around here. Make it happen. Well, I guess that's how we get pulsar ore. Which we'll do next time. Man, we just got a breath of fresh air just when I was like, man, I think we're spinning our wheels. It's like, wait, we can do this, and we found the seed, and now we have the rock breaker, and now we're in a new island, and gold is somewhere. Also, I do like how the mining spots are visible from back here. Golly, the attention to detail here is nice. Wait a minute. Maybe that's not it, because I haven't... Is there a crane that leads down to the gold ore? Shit, now we have to find out. I think that's accurate. I didn't check on that ladder there. Over to the left. I have to find out. We have to get gold. Don't worry, we're still gonna do the metadata read. I gotta check this gold. Can we zipline through this? No, we can't. Okay, so we have to get on top of that crane is what we gotta do. Not this crane. There's another crane we gotta get on top of. What if we fall down from the top? This is the top. Crap, so we have to get even higher up. Okay, so that's where the gold is. The gold is right above that ladder. But we can't jump to that ladder just yet. Alright, alright, alright. If you ever need a good laugh, look at some Nintendo Direct leaks on GameFAQs. Man, that's how it's been all year. Dude, I heard a leak that, like, you know, the Nintendo Direct is going to be coming and this, that, and the other is going to be on there. Man, I've been hearing that for years. Ever since the NX was a rumor. Good lord. That's why any Nintendo leaks have to be taken with 2 grains of salt. Okay, good place to stop. Alright. My favorite Pokemon type is Poison. Very nice. My favorite type is Flying. One time, Shadows and I and a few other coworkers, for the launch of Sun and Moon, we did like a little Pokemon League where we were the Elite Four, and if you beat all 4 of us, then you got a cool prize on the house from the store. It was a really fun event. We had a ton of people show up. It was great. Everyone with their 3DSs, just chatting, trading, battling, making new friends. It was so cool. Those are the highlights. Those are the good memories. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the metadata for those of you who are too new here. There's a new analysis part of YouTube that allows you to look at trends of returning viewers. And so we're going to look at that on my page because it also shows you the most popular channels that people who watch your show also watch. And it also tells you about some of the videos that comes back from too. And sometimes you look at some people's metadata and you're like, really guys? This is my audience? Come on. Come on. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Okay. Where was it again? I'm gonna like Bruce and Mickey, I can tell. Couple of good fellas over here. Alright, so for the last month, the top 15 channels that you guys also, that most of you who watch my channel also watch, the aggregate data. This is for the last month, mind you, not like for the last year, but the last month. Again, I'm not judging anybody. Yeah, no one won against all of us. There was a guy who came close, but nobody won against all of us. It was a cool time. Good time, Shadows. Let's see. Number 1. I don't know if it's just recent or if it's actually number 1, because some of these I question. I don't know where they're getting their metadata from. Here we go. Results are ordered by the number of viewers who watched both channels regularly in the last 28 days. Yeah, so in the last 28 days, the people who watch my stuff have watched these channels the most. First is Dangan Mandy, who I've never heard of, but from that name is clearly a Danganronpa-centered channel. In fact, I can actually take a little. It actually provides me a link. Yeah, it's a Danganronpa channel, but also has a lot of Hat in Time stuff. I mean, their logo is Hat in Time. Oh my god, this person puts out a lot of videos. Holy shit. At least one a week. Very, very regular. With very high views. The amount of views they have on them are deceptive for the size of that channel. That channel needs more subs for the amount of traffic they get. That's very cool that they can release so regularly. So Dangan Mandy. Are any of you guys Dangan Mandy fans? I don't know. Martin walled everyone. I was counting on that, honestly. I was counting on Martin's fighting team walling everyone. Or was he the Rock team? No, he wasn't Rock. It was... You had Dark, I think. I had Flying. And I think Martin had Fighting? And someone else had Rock. I can't remember. Or maybe it was Dark, Fighting. You were Ghost. You were Ghost. And I was Flying. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. The next one is Final Fantasy Union. I'm not surprised. Even I have checked out Final Fantasy Union videos from time to time. Don't really regularly watch their stuff, but I recognize it. Completionist needs no introduction. I've definitely watched a couple Completionist videos. KO Animations is the next one. I'm curious what they typically do animations of. Oh, I'm not surprised, Danganronpa. Again, we're getting a lot of Danganronpa traffic. I fear from Game Grumps, which I appreciate that. But, you know. Weeby News. Which, let's see. A lot of Danganronpa there, too. I'm seeing a trend in the last month, rise of stuff. I don't know how much the Danganronpa people are going to stick around. Hopefully they find, you know, they come for the Danganronpa, they stay for something else. But I can clearly see they have brought their Danganronpa traffic with them, which is fine. I personally still like the Danganronpa series, even though it's dead and they're not making anymore, and the final game was just kind of a thing. But, interesting. Alright, next one is Andrew Mowers, another Danganronpa channel. Next one is Andronic Maya. Here's another Danganronpa channel. You know what? I welcome the Danganronpa crowd. Oh, Connie, you like Weeby News? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, shout out if anybody wants to, if anybody recognizes any of these names. Next is Hope Bag 31, who I can tell from the icon is a Danganronpa channel, and they are in fact a Danganronpa channel. Man, see, here's the thing that boggles me is like Danganronpa is a series that hasn't had a new game for a couple years, and they're not making any more Danganronpa games. So how are you making content? I'm so curious. Matt McMuscles, which sounds familiar. Oh, that's right. He was the one of the dudes from Best Friend Games, I think, before they split up. And he makes the What Happened series. I remember that. That pops up on my feed a lot. I can't say I watched too much of his stuff, but I remember when they were Best Friend plays, I watched a few. I remember watching their Dark Souls playthrough. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting that people that watch his content watch my content. Because he kind of does a retrospective angle on a couple things, which I guess I don't take the retrospective angle, but eh. Interesting. Nintendo Life. I actually have seen a couple Nintendo Life videos. From what I understand, they mostly do podcasts and reviews. Are they Nintendo ambassadors? They smell like they are. This smells like a Nintendo ambassador channel. Which is not offensive, but it does mean that it's a controlled content channel. So they're doing very, very well for themselves. I do like how their playlists are all very organized. And they're from the UK. Their thumbnails are very nice. This is a very... They do their research when it comes to how to make titles and thumbnails that are very clickable, shall we say. They are very well marketed. You can tell these guys are pros. And hey, Nintendo news is always a lot of news. You are never short for content there. Which is interesting, again, because I don't think I have that many Nintendo-centric series on my channel. I swear that most of the people that watch my channel are mostly PlayStation people. I wish it was a little bit more even between the consoles and PC and just gaming in general, because it's all about games. Like, you know, we talk about stories and game series. That's not limited to one platform. Not one platform or even two platforms have all the games with stories, or games with good stories. So yeah. Here we go. Here's some more stuff that I recognize. Did You Know Gaming? I used to watch a lot of Did You Know Gaming. I used to watch a lot of Did You Know Gaming, and I don't know, I just kind of fell off of it. Game Explain, who, yeah, media outlet. First and foremost is their Bravely Default 2 review, which of course I got a week ago, because of course they're cool like that. I don't know when I'm going to be done with mine. It'll be done when it's done. It's not going to take 3 years though. You can get that for sure. I don't know, because is Game Explain also a Nintendo-centric channel? Because I'm looking at their videos and their playlists, and it seems like it's mostly a Nintendo thing. I think they are a Nintendo channel, aren't they? Maybe not so much. They have some older video walkthroughs of just this, that, and the other, like some gameplay stuff. But their big stuff that has the Game Explain label tied to them is mostly Nintendo. In fact, if it's not entirely Nintendo, this seems like a Nintendo channel. I didn't think Game Explain was mostly a Nintendo channel. Interesting. Shadows, you've heard of Game Explain. I know you've heard of Game Explain. Did you know gaming? How can you not? Come on, man. You had to have heard of them. I know you've heard of the Completionist. What's his name? Gerard? Come on, man. Danganronpa without context, which of course sounds like Danganronpa, and it probably has a lot of dank memes in there. Clemps. I've heard Clemps brought up a lot. I've heard people mention Clemps' name to me. Clemps, if I'm not mistaken, was also one of the people that formerly was Channel Awesome, if I'm not mistaken, and then just went and did his own thing, like everyone, like most of the people from former Channel Awesome. I remember he always wore those yellow cleaning gloves. That's kind of became his image. Looks like he has a podcast that features a lot of guests, also big names too. I've heard of Fox K, Super Butterbuns, Pat Stares. I've heard a lot of these people. Wow, he's got an interesting network of people. Interesting. He does story reviews. Interesting. I wonder if that's just basically a longer version of what I do. But knowing that style, it looks like he's the type of person, because I know I've seen a couple of videos, he has a much more humorous take on a lot of things. He also includes many memes. Not quite my style. I'm very dry and straight to the point on purpose. Nobody watches my videos for fun. Serious business. So there's that. So a lot of you guys watch Clemps. Apparently nobody here watching me stream has heard of Clemps, which is shocking to me. Super Eye Patch Wolf I have definitely heard of. I don't remember what kind of content they make, but I know I've heard of them. Alright. They're Irish. Alright, so they're mostly a discussion and analysis channel. Interesting. Not too long-winded, because most of his videos are below 20 minutes, which is pretty nice and tight. That seems like a focused discussion. This man has very vibrant, very kind of saturated thumbnails, but they're very cool. People are like, your thumbnails are boring and simple. I deliberately make them very simple, because to me that almost is unique to everyone else that makes these very colorful, very bright, very sexy thumbnails. And here I have a very plain, simple thumbnail. If anything, that makes me more unique. So, alright, so y'all guys watch Super Eye Patch Wolf too. And that's it. That's the top 15 channels people who watch my channel in the last 30 days also regularly watch with great frequency. So that's the wave right now. I don't understand my audience, Jesus Christ. I just make stuff, man. The thing is, I don't have the opportunity to watch a lot of other content creators because obviously you're busy making your own content. So yeah, imagine that. What's also interesting is that it also shows me the top 15 videos people who watch my channel have also watched. And this is where I got the notion of, oh, okay, so this is the reason why I'm getting such a wave of Danganronpa people. So the number one video people who watch my channel have watched is the Fantasian gameplay official trailer, which is cool because I watched that one too. Because it sounds like a lot of you on the same token I am, which is, oh, Sakaguchi made this. Oh, okay. And this is his new project. Interesting, interesting. So all of us are on that same wavelength there, which I'm part of you. I'm also keeping an eye on Fantasian. The next most watched video is the Game Grumps finale for playing Danganronpa 1. Of course. Like I said, this is what, and it came out a week ago. That's why I'm like, oh, okay, so the Game Grumps just finished a playthrough, and everyone who's hungry for that is now going on and consuming all the Danganronpa media they can on all these other Danganronpa channels. And apparently, even though I'm not a Danganronpa channel, I have Danganronpa content, and people are just consuming it. Because the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the next 14 games, 6 of the next 14 games are just various Danganronpa videos from different channels, from people like Dangan Mandy, KO Animations, GoldenEye 007 from Matt McMuscles. So apparently a lot of you guys watched that specific video and then jumped over to watch my channel. Fantasian official story trailer. I'm not surprised, I watched that one too. Clems's Bravely Default story review. Oof. That one gives me a little bit of anxiety because I know that people are gonna watch his stuff and it's so much better produced than my story recap. Even though I'm very proud of the story recap I did the best I could with what I have. I know that dude has way better production values than me, so if somebody watched my stuff after watching his stuff, they'd be like, wow, this guy's stuff is garbage. I can't help but feel self-conscious of that. Let's see. Bravely Default 2 from Resonant Arc. Resonant Arc I've heard of. I've heard people compare my stuff to Resonant Arc. I've only watched a couple of Resonant Arc videos. I actually watched his Chrono Trigger video because I love Chrono Trigger. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And I watched his. It was almost. I don't want to say it's a recap because he goes much more in detail than I would. I like to cut out a lot of details in a recap, while his was definitely more of a story beat by beat. So a bit more verbose than me, which is fine. The world's a big enough place, it's not a competition. But he already has apparently his Bravely Default 2 review already done a week ago. I'm like, Jesus Christ, did you guys either crunch this game immediately, or did you actually get an advanced copy? Either way, must be nice. Can't help but say I'm slightly jealous. But yeah. Maximilian Dude, which is flattering, but it was from his reaction to the Aliens Fireteam trailer. Max is a guy I respect from a distance because he does a lot of good stuff. He seems like a really friendly dude. He's also very knowledgeable and smart. And he's clearly very beloved. His community is huge. He's the kind of guy I think would be really chill to hang out with in real life. Like, have a drink with and have stories. He seems like a fun guy. But, and watch me. I'm going to put out Bravely Default 2, my review, and it's going to be just so scathing as normal. But like normal, I don't do it to be controversial. I do it because I want to talk about the good things the game does and the not so great things the game does. And as usual, I try to set expectations at the very beginning. Here's the things you're not going to hear from me. One thing you're not going to hear from me when I talk about Bravely Default 2 is you will not hear me use the term old school JRPG. I'm not going to use that term. That term is garbage. I do not like that term. It is slang. It doesn't have an actual core definition. It's not even a figure of speech. It sets false expectations of what people think they know of when they're talking about A, old school, or B, a JRPG. Neither one of those terms mean anything. So sandwiched together, they are a garbage term that I'm hearing thrown so often. And it pisses me off. So you are not going to hear that from me. You should make your next video an explanation on why the Power Bunker is the coolest melee weapon. The Power Bunker is a very cool melee weapon. But very coolest. That's going to take some time to chew. You just got to Rheimdall tonight? Nice. You watch Max on Twitch sometimes? Yeah, Max, especially when he's just fighting, like, he's just good at what he does and he's knowledgeable at what he talks about. And he's very well spoken. Max is the type of person that is very well spoken. I'm like, wow. He orates so well. I know it's kind of a weird compliment, but for somebody whose main shtick is talking about something, oration goes a long way. You think they're bringing Breath of Fire 6 to America? Why? That mobile game's been dead. Do they really think they can resurface it here in America? Clemps just did 2 really good Bravely Default 1 vids, so that's bad I go like across traffic. Thanks, Clemps. Appreciate it. I hope the people that are constantly saying, hey, you got that one thing about Deneb wrong and Bravely second aren't from you, Clemps. Because you got a bunch of people that shoot first and ask questions never, and they embarrass themselves. I'm sure they have a lot of good people, though. If anybody here, or anybody listening to the VOD, is from Clemps' camp, that's cool. Welcome. I don't have yellow gloves like Clemps. By the way, Bravely Default 1, going back and looking at it, that game looks ugly. Like, you look back at the 3DS, and then you look at, like, Bravely Default 2 and how sharp and everything looks and how bright, and then you look at, like, the weird scratchy 3DS graphics, you're like, oh boy. Oh boy. Like, my imagination was very kind to this game. But that's okay. Let's see if there's any other metadata on the new page that's worth talking about. I think that's mostly it for the new one. Because you have returning viewers and unique viewers. I think what's cool is that looking at the spike in traffic from when I post, most of the stuff that comes in is returning viewers, and you would think of course it is, but what that tells me is that I'm creating stuff that more people that are here, that are subbed or just frequent the channel, like to watch. You know, we're kind of in the same ballpark. That people will come back and watch it, even though it doesn't necessarily gain that many new audiences, even if it's a new game series or an installment or a game that people may or may not have liked. So to me, I think that's, from a business hat, putting that on is good for an audience retention thing, where I only solicit a few outlets, such as, by the way, today's the last day if you're a patron to submit something for the patron poll. Even though I'm just, picking up series that I already have or continuing trying to finish series that are already open so I can end the soft lock, it's nice to know from the data that I'm producing something that, first of all, people want to watch, but the people that have already come to watch something, I'm putting like, here, please enjoy this video, and they're consuming it and, enjoying it for the most part. Because most people bail on these sort of things. Anyway, that's all for today. Controller's starting to sleep on this. Of course I don't have yellow gloves, I'm a black mage. I don't know. Black mages can take many different visual interpretations. But yeah, you're right. One thing I do like in Bravely Default 2, though, that I didn't love but also didn't mind in the first two Bravely Defaults were the town construction to get like all your rare crap and do stuff like that. I think the boat, which is going online and collecting stuff and offline on sleep mode collecting stuff and bring it back, I just think it's so much faster, it's so very rewarding, and so less tedious. So thank you so much everyone for sticking around for the bonus bit at the very end, I suppose is what we'll call it. And thank you so much for joining, of course, on the journey for Spiritfarer. I am enjoying this game so much. It will be interesting to chew on it for where I place it on a tier rating. I don't think I'm going to write a review for it, but I will absolutely give it a very hearty recommendation. I don't know, we'll see what my mood is like. At first I wasn't going to do a review on Ghost of Tsushima. I kept going back and forth in the idea when I was playing through it, but I decided I did have enough of what I wanted to say and express myself at the end, that 2 months later I posted. So I am working on Bravely Default 2. I may have some side content that I might post in the next couple days, but that's what I'm focused on right now, is finishing up Bravely Default 2. So I can regurgitate my opinion on it. But yeah, until then, I'll see you folks midday on Saturday. I'm Mighty Black Mage, and thank you so much. I will see you on the next battlefield.